You're hanging out with the crew of Demon 305, and it is an honor to be interviewing the owner of Go Run, Doug. Thank you so much for being here, sir.
Thank you, Bon.
You are a leader in not just the running community, but I would say just in the South Florida community. You're so well known, and not just for your store, but I think for your heart. Tell me, where does your passion for community and running come from?
Since I was little, and I was like, oh man, that's my ticket to get schooling, right? We don't come from money, right? But I was like, okay, I'm gonna help my parents that way. My parents is my mom and my older brothers. I did get offered a scholarship at FIU, but I was still illegal at that time, so
Really?
I couldn't get the scholarship. So we waited. I waited to get my papers. I graduated in '95. I got my papers in '99, and then we enlisted to the Air Force. So going back on the whole running thing, back then I always thought that was the ticket, right? And that's why God made me such a good runner, talented and whatnot. Held the record at Braddock for the longest for 2 miles, right? 9:25 in the 2 miles. Ooh.
Blind.
Yeah, I used to run.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that anymore, but whatever. And now, like, after my mom passed away, and I started discovering, like, why God was giving me the blessings that He was giving me. Running is one of them that I was like, man, I wasn't. Now I'm using it to help others. Right? Like, educate the community into, like, say, okay, don't just go into the deep end of the pool, bro, if you don't know how to swim. Same thing with the running. It's like, hey, learn how to run first. They're like, what the hell you mean, Doug? I don't know how to run. It's like, yeah. I run. So yeah, but you're always injured.
Tell me some running tips that, as a novice, as someone who's just beginning, what are like the top 3 things that I need to know as someone who's starting out?
The number one tip that I can give you, bro, for real, like, it's like stretch, right? Take it a step at a time. Hydrate. Make sure you got the right gels that you're gonna take. Nutrition, where you're doing it. Play with it. See which one is the right one for you. See which one agrees with your stomach or not. There's not the best one. There's the best one for you.
The fact that you're able to connect family, community, passion, service, like, that's amazing. And you're able to provide for your family at the same time.
Bro, when we were younger, we always heard los viejos saying, like, say, oh, it's like, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I don't work. I love what I do. The part that I like the least is the sales part of it, but we don't sell. We recommend things for you. So even that part that I don't like that much, I love it because we're serving others.
And listening to your story, it kind of sounds like service is that kind of theme of your life.
100%.
If you're not serving, like, bro, I mean, you paid the ultimate price for serving the country, and then also you're serving the community now that you're back home in the States. You started a foundation. Tell me about this and what's going on in Colombia.
The whole thing about, well, it's not just Colombia, right? Because the Go Run Foundation also serves here, right? There's a lot of training programs out there, and not just in Miami, but everywhere, right? That they charge and everything else. The reason I don't charge, because I don't want a Doug Nicaragua to come in through that freaking door and not have the funds to be able to pay for your training. They're not gonna ask you for a handout. Doug is not gonna ask you for a handout. Doug is gonna be like, damn, I don't have the money for this, and I'm just gonna walk away, and then I'm not gonna get that training. So part of the Go Run Foundation is also to be able to help with that. The Go Run Foundation is for that. When my brothers and I were running, Footworks will donate the shoes for us, right? So, hey, they did to us, so we're doing back, right? And then we have the program in Colombia that you mentioned. We also give in Costa Rica and San Jose. But the program that we have in Colombia, we have 220 kids in an island of Boca Chica. This island doesn't even have running water.
Wow.
Right? And 220 kids, we're going on 4.5 years working with them. And from the time that we started with them, I used to ask them what is their plans for the future. They had nothing. So we switched the thing around to where, like, changed their mentality. 4.5 years or so now working with these kids. Out of the 220, before it was like about 20% or so that were studying. Now we got them all studying. The ones that are older got their own jobs, their own freaking barber shop, whatever that we're like helping them out with. We got 9 on scholarship for university. right? And we got a waiting list. Right? The reason we got a waiting list, bro, because we ain't got that flow like that, right?
Yeah.
Because if we had that flow, maybe we'll just misgive it,
Yeah.
right? So everything has been flowing correctly to what, like, the kids, they know and they understand that they got to be in school. Once they're not in school anymore, they got to have a job. They got to work. They got to serve the community, right? They got to do the sport. Whether they suck or not, doesn't matter. Show up. Be at practice, right? I don't care if you're fast or if you're slow, it doesn't matter. Be at practice. That shows discipline, right? And then do community service. Twice a month, we have our kids cleaning up. The idea is you don't need to look for anywhere else. You have everything you need here with you. They're motivated, and all these brands are backing us up, right? I do have to thank every single one of the brands that have helped us out, giving us, their demo shoes that we go and we donate to them, new shoes as well. And that's why we put on the events. Every penny raised in those events go to the foundation, every single one.
What's next for Go Run?
What's next for Go Run? Continue helping others, bro. Continue helping others. I don't think about freaking like, many people ask me, it's like, Doug, how about you open up another store? It's like, the hell for? More money? You're gonna get buried, they're not gonna bury you with it's like, let's give it here, bro. Let's give it here. Yes, I got three boys, 3 sons, but I got a lot more than just my 3 boys. I got the whole community and my 220 freaking kids in Cartagena. Right? So what's next? Just continue, bro. Continue until God wants to have this Indian here. It's like,
Brother, thank you so much for everything
Thank
you're doing.
thank you.
And until then, go run.
Sorry, Barry.